Guys, we are back with Fallout Season 2. This review, after Christmas break, is going to cover both episodes 2 and 3. 3 that was just recently released. And, yeah, I'm not going to put this helmet on again because it's got mold in it. As we said from last time, man, I am really enjoying Fallout Season 2 as a Fallout fan. As a fan of the bad games, the good games, the better games, the Fallout New Vegas, the Fallout 3, the Fallout 4, hell, even Fallout 1 and 2.
76.
Guys, this is so faithful. There are so many Easter eggs. Let me just say, the fucking props and sets are so goddamn good. Give that guy a fucking raise. The writing is really good. The dialogue, it's fascinating to listen to. It's creative. It's intriguing. I gotta look up when's a boat not a boat. The ghoul is saying stuff and flashbacks and House is cast perfectly. I love the odd couple with Lucy and the ghoul. And, even Maximus is, so we finally get a Maximus episode here, in episode 3. A little more Maximus stuff here. And so far it's not bad. I felt like Maximus kind of dragged down some of season 1, some of it not quite working. But here with this potential Brotherhood civil war where you see that these Brotherhood factions are kind of non-serious versions of them, hypocrites and things like that, where could this end up going? Is it going to go in an interesting direction? Right now it's at a crossroads. I'm intrigued and I hope that it goes in an interesting direction. But yeah, there's scenes ripped straight from the video games. Like you're in fucking power armor, you're just shooting up ghouls in one scene. There's a whole separate scene we're shooting up robots. We get a cameo from Victor from Fallout New Vegas, the famous Texan robot. Cowboy robot, and I even think I heard Claptrap's voice in there somewhere, like a cameo voice. Guys, it is running on all cylinders. I'm intrigued. I actually think I like Season 2 so far through episodes 1, 2, and 3 better than the 1, 2, and 3 from the Fallout Season 1. So I'm loving it. What do you guys think? Oh, shit, I'm wearing yellow. That's going to affect my goddamn Fallout review and my...
Maybe it's just going to be the face.
And my goddamn fucking...
That's 2 hours.
Stranger Things.
2
It's 2
hours.
hours. I fucked up.
I like 3 better than 2.
Yes.
I absolutely noticed that they have leveled up Maximus's intelligence. He's no longer the zero intelligence, Max Luck character. He doesn't seem like a complete tedious moron. I don't mind dumb characters. I don't like when they're tedious. And that's why I didn't like him in Season 1. Season 2, he actually seems like he's dumb, but it doesn't bother me as much. So I think I don't know if it's like they took feedback or that's just kind of the way that things are going now. Episode 2, we do this thing where they're trying to, I guess, hammer home that Lucy is so naive, and they did this whole abandonment thing where she thinks she can escort someone from an area that she knows nothing about, and she kind of abandons her friend, and she's like, "Well, I'll eventually come back."
Lucy's still being fucking Lucy.
Yeah.
The dumbass Fallout brain Lucy, Vault brain Lucy.
Yeah, and so I feel like we've gone through enough where
she would learn.
She learned something where she's like, maybe I shouldn't move on.
But the show's saying she hasn't learned anything.
Yeah, and then so it's like I feel like we're just kind of spinning our wheels, and our characters learned absolutely nothing. And so I was definitely annoyed and it's like, look, we can't have episode 3 without the dumbassery of episode 2. But I didn't love episode 2 for that reason. 3, I thought we did some cool stuff. There's all sorts of real fun Easter eggs. Like this show is so good with set design. Everything looks so expensive and so impressive.
Right.
I love seeing it. You can see every dollar on the screen.
Yeah.
And
more so than fucking Stranger Things that we just saw, which is $50 million per episode.
Yeah.
The $30 million.
Ridiculous.
You take 480 divided by how many episodes are in Stranger Things?
7.
No, 7, right?
Well, it's 8
8.
because there's
8,
yeah.
Okay, so do that math.
Yeah, for me, I
60
agree.
million, 50 to 60 million per episode. That's wild.
I agree. The second one was a little bit. I liked it a little bit less because of these things were pointed out. I wish that Lucy could now. By now, hopefully she doesn't do this again because
Yeah.
like
She's gonna do it again.
and she was about
No,
to
she's
fucking
gonna
die.
learn. She's gonna learn.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
be
after
a
this.
plot line in 4.
Well, after this, she
Episode
has
4.
to fucking learn.
I hope
But
so.
yeah, like I just felt dirty because like fuck, you did my boy dirty, the ghoul. You're just gonna leave him there after he did everything for you. Just, I did like that fight scene is pretty. The action and
Which fight scene?
The rads, the
The,
scorpion
yeah, the
one.
scorpions. That was pretty cool for the second
Ooh,
one.
the rad
Yeah,
scorpion.
so,
So cool to see the monsters. In
I
the
liked the
universe.
fighting scene. I didn't like the Lucy part. But again, I love watching this episode or these shows because you just feel like you're transported into the world, and I fucking love it. It makes me want to go play the game again and again.
Yeah, I
I'm
kinda
like,
wanna
man, this is
replay
fucking awesome. I want to
3 and 4, 2, 1.
like just when I thought it
New
like,
Vegas.
looked pretty good. Next episode gets fucking better. 3, I love the Civil War stuff that's going on, the intrigue with I guess the ghoul's moral compass.
Yes, they're definitely playing with that here.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, will he? Won't he? He says he's gonna sell out the NCR.
Yeah, I'm like,
then
well,
we kind
is
of
he
get a
gonna do it for
flashback of him
Lucy?
being a good guy. But then the message of the flashback was like, hey, they're honoring me for saving a guy, but I had to kill 3 guys to save 1 guy. So
So
you're
you got
left
that little
wondering,
dilemma, what's going on with that, and then also
Is
with
he going to be a
Maximus,
good
is he going
man?
to do the same thing? What's going on? Is he going to help out? And well, no spoilers here, right?
So we're intrigued. Oh, we're already doing it.
Okay, yeah. He starts a civil war, and then he starts a fucking war with the Legion. That was fucking awesome.
Yes,
I like that a lot.
that was
And
really
Macaulay
cool.
Culkin. also
Okay, let's talk
impressed.
about Macaulay Culkin. We saw him in the trailer. We saw him in the thing. What did you think, Joe? What do you think of his acting?
I think he's fine right now. Maybe in the next episode, he's going to get more action
You don't think he's
scenes.
out of place? You think he acted fine?
Can we give him a facial scar or something?
What
'Cause
about
he,
you?
He
He's
looks
still-
so clean, and
Yeah.
it drives
Too
me-
clean.
And so we watch a lot of shows
clean
where,
Dirt on
too.
this man.
yeah, I mean they're in a dusty desert, and I get that they want to like take care of themselves, but like you got to do something to make it look like it's not Macaulay Culkin acting as someone who lives in this universe. And
didn't have a problem with his performance.
it's not great, but I think it's more. I'm just shocked. It's like, oh, it just looks like Macaulay Culkin is
Just looks
there,
like
and
Kevin
it doesn't
from
feel
Home
like
Alone.
a member of the Legion.
The man looks the same, even
He
though he's a
does.
full-grown adult. He looks
Yeah.
like
Kevin!
the child, Kevin. Yeah, it's a little distracting. I like Macaulay Culkin. I
Yeah.
want him to have more roles, but then I see this and I'm like, oh, that's Macaulay Culkin. That's Macaulay.
We'll see once he
Macaulay
gets
Culkin,
angry.
Culkin.
We'll see once he gets angry, though.
Yeah, I'm sure this is not his only appearance in it. Maybe it'll get better after this Civil War. I'm sure he survives, and we'll get the aftermath of that. Maybe we'll get a little blood on him, we'll get a little dirt on him, and he'll look a little more appropriate. But his mannerisms is definitely one of, he's an advisor type. He's definitely not the muscle. He's not this or that. But we'll see where they go with this character. Does he eventually take over? And is he the new Kaiser, which should be Caesar, as she points out, because they have the Roman and not the German, and
find
they're
out
all
the
looking
note.
at her like, "We're stupid. Are you smart? Kill her. String her up.
Like, shut it, woman.
Great, fucking great, fucking good action setup, authentic music choices are bangers in
10
all
out
of
of
these.
10 for sounds and the sets.
The
10 out of
only
10.
sounds I have a problem with is the fucking voices in the armor.
Oh,
the
okay.
power suit armor voices. I don't like it. I don't know if this is straight from the games. It's been a while. I don't think, no, because Fallout 4 had different armor voices. This one, I think what they're trying to do is everybody has a low booming voice because if you're supposed to be patrolling the wasteland, you're like a police force
Yeah.
or whatever. Everybody needs to sound the same. But it sounds too bro. It's just... And I get that's what they're going. They're trying to show you that these guys are pretenders and they're incompetent and they're not serious and they're really just men searching for power in different ways rather than really believing in what they say.
Yeah.
But it's just a little too goofy there sometimes with the power armor. But other than that, everything is working as intended, and we're getting some great shows. We've watched some great shows. Welcome to Derry. Go watch our review for that. Fallout Season 2 is doing great. This is, and where we got blasted for giving it a 7 out of 10 Season 1, this one's going really well so far, so I hope that it continues, because we're going to get a higher rating if this keeps up. And then, Stranger Things ended, so you got that. It concluded, but I enjoyed it very much, and they're focusing on the characters that I want them to focus. Yes, is it a little contrived and a little convenient that fucking Thaddeus shows back up and he's just conveniently in the same location that Xander and Maximus, while they're on a fucking hot dog bromance thing, let's go kill some robots, he just so happens to be there. Yeah, but let's, the wasteland is really small, but I'll forgive stuff like that when things are working.
Mm-hmm.
And we do get some of the hypocrisy and the racism and the speciesism of the Brotherhood, whereas they present themselves as saviors of humanity. They are problematic in certain ways, like they do not tolerate ghouls.
Well, you said humanity, and they don't consider ghouls humanity.
They are abominations, whether they're children or not, and this leads to probably our biggest conflict.
Yep.
I do love a rocket sledge, man. So fun.
Yeah, and we get to see the rocket sledge in all its glory. We get to see the robots, doing their thing militarily. I've seen. I was on Twitter, and a lot of people, or I don't know, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but people are clowning on the scene where the power armor and the robots. Look at this shit in 2025, and I'm like, oh. Okay, well, I guess some people think that's hokey and it looks fucking stupid and it's embarrassing, but I guess as a Fallout fan, I didn't see anything wrong. Yeah, the power armor looks a little goofy, but it's supposed to. I mean, when you faithfully adapt something like that, where it's in that size and it looks like that and it moves kind of goofy, which makes me a little worried for 40K.
Yeah,
I was going there.
Yeah. I was like, how's that going to look then?
But as a fan, I thought this was fine. Yeah, maybe it could look a little better, but I think it was fine. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the battles look hilariously ridiculous?
I don't think it was hilarious or anything. It wasn't embarrassing. I thought it was fine. It's serviceable, and it's a fucking big ass fucking suit, and you're swinging around a hammer.
Yeah.
I think that's the intention, and I don't think that.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't think it looks great. I would never think like this looks great. It doesn't look great. It looks fine to me. But I think the whole scene is supposed to be two bros and there's rainbows and puppies. He's trying to show them a whole new world and look how great the
we can do whatever
Commonwealth.
we wanted.
Yeah, and so like they're trying to set up this drastic
these.
contrast between we can have fun and we can dance around and we can show you a new weapon and we're gonna fist bump, hot dog, buddy. It's supposed to kind of look kind of goofy. And it does look goofy. So
they probably could have done a better job on Xander launching himself into the air. That looks real bad. It's like, yeah, but just position it like this and whatever.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna make it.
Well, so I'm really enjoying it. And positive. If you want our individual ratings on these two episodes, because we were going to do two separate episodes, but this was over my break and Christmas break and New Year's break. We're back now. Stay tuned for some streams we'll be doing on twitch.tv. But so let's go ahead and go into say, hey, we like it.
Yes.
Do we like it?
Yep.
We like it? All right, now let's go into the breakdown in which you'll get the individual episode ratings. So,
episode 2.
It's the war. War never changes.
Let's do it. Episode 2, which is called The Golden Rule. So you got a caravan, and this goes, I like seeing this. Wasn't that cool?
Great opening.
Seeing Shady Oaks before the bomb dropped, right? And it's civilization restarting. This is where Lucy's mom ran off to. But here we see from Maximus's perspective as a young kid, a caravan trader shows up. He's saying the same thing over and over. Apparently, this is a line from one of the NPCs, I think, in New Vegas. But he's just saying it over and over. And he brought a nuke. And our father here, Maximus's father, tries to disarm it. Man, the props look so good. That second front looks so good. He does, but it just says nope. And you're going to blow up anyway. And we see who perpetrated it, which was Lucy's father. And he just does it as a beep. Then he goes spend time with his daughter.
He washes his hands.
Washes his hands, that's right. Washes his hands of the
It's like, damn.
people he blew up. And is it ridiculous that he puts him into a fucking refrigerator?
I was going to bring that up.
we got a
it happened before.
Indiana Jones.
Yes. It happened before
Which Alex
Indiana
didn't
Jones.
see.
No, why would you
Alex
watch
has
that?
had no idea what we're talking about.
Aliens.
I understand the scene, yes, but
It's stupid. But, whatever. People always
That's the
watch-
first thing I thought of, too.
Hey,
I was like, oh, put him in there.
we watched Eraser. We keep bringing up the movie Eraser. Remember, the railgun can't shoot through a refrigerator.
Yeah.
And it can't see through
Right.
a refrigerator. Refrigerators are
person I
strong.
was watching with is like, what? Is this a thing? And I'm like, no. Yes. It's Indiana Jones did it first. I guess they're referencing Indiana Jones. I don't fucking know. But no, if a nuclear explosion that close happens, you're fucking dead. I don't care if you're in a goddamn lead-lined refrigerator. Or actually, it was like a milk carton box or what, or milk refrigerator, whatever. But hey, man, back in the day, they built them things like
Sure.
tanks before they realized planned obsolescence where your machines just break down.
Yeah, 'cause if you buy
but back
one,
in
then-
Americana, they were like building those like fucking space shuttles and shit. Like, our product is gonna last you a lifetime, and they're serious. So I liked it. I liked that little opening.
No, I
was
loved
a
the
good
great,
opening.
great opening, and this is pretty sad too. You felt the emotions. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, I like it.
Yeah.
Then we get the scene of them
Their
Ghoul and
screams.
Lucy start walking,
What
and
happens
then
next?
they hear some screams. Lucy's like, "Oh, we gotta help them." The Ghoul says, "No,
Oh yeah.
don't."
I
He's
used
like,
to be just like you.
Yep.
Stupid. I
Good
love it.
banter, as in like you need to fucking learn. They
And then
go
we
in
got a
and help.
wounded chick, and then we got motherfucking Markiplier making the fucking cameo. No, it's not Markiplier. It's a guy that looks like Markiplier, but he looks exactly like him. The ghoul walks over here. Let me help you, cowboy.
He's like, "Oh my god."
Starts eating. He's like, well, you did bring us to lunch. Spits it out because
Poisoned.
they've been stung, and it's fucking poison from the fucking rad scorpions. Great scene, gross scene. Ugh.
Yeah.
Though I think the small ones would be stabbing more with their tiny tails, but they didn't do it. But they smash them like bugs. We get the big one coming out. Dog Meat says, "Peace out, I'm out of here. Y'all deal
Yeah,
with that
good.
shit." In the video game, he come over and help you. Here, he's like, I'm fucking gone. Great scene, I like it. And I guess he had blasted a hole in the bigger scorpion at one point and then shoved a grenade in
No,
there.
I think he just
'Cause
put it in the
initially
mouth.
you think he puts it in
I
the
thought he
mouth, but
did.
he doesn't. No, because that'll mess it up. If you rewatch it, it looks like a hole and he puts it in. I'm like, where the hole come from? I guess he shot it earlier. I don't know. Or maybe it's the fucking mouth. I don't know. I don't know. Rewatch it a fucking third time. The shit that I was watching on was super dark. But yeah, it eventually blows it up with a grenade. But not before taking a hit. Or actually, he uses the fucking tunic chick to take
That
the
was
hit.
funny. I liked it.
I'm like, and she's like, no! And then he takes the hit. And now, after the thing blows up, you got your dilemma. You got the ghoul, who's
So,
hurt.
hey, give
and
me
then
the
you
stim
got
pack.
the-
There's only
Give me
one.
the stim pack. She's like, I only have one. And then she's like, and she gives it to the woman.
'Cause she was
I
gonna
said out
die.
loud, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
How dare you to betray it. Now, I get it from her perspective.
Yeah,
From her
because she was
perspective,
gonna die, and he's a ghoul. He'll
ghoul.
be fine later.
And he's also an asshole to her. And he's also being mean, so I get it. But at the same time, this man just saved your life. He is your protector, essentially. And without him, you're going to die. And that's what happens. Almost immediately when they separate, you'll see in episode 3, she would die. But she makes the choice to save the woman. And then her and the woman leave. And they go to the camp. And it's not friendly. At least they didn't receive a warm welcome. Meanwhile, what's going on, Alex?
I think we get the scene with the Maximus, right? They find the power cell. They open up Area 51.
Yeah, AR-51, and there's all sorts of goodies in there.
What are the goodies?
Aliens!
That's right, Joe. We see a UFO, and it's covered with a tarp, and it's an Easter egg. Aliens are canon in the Fallout universe.
Yeah, there's an alien. They don't
here.
even fucking care. They're just like, oh my god, it's a freezer.
That's even funnier. Now, I don't know if that would happen, but it's played for a joke and it's effective. Doesn't give a fuck about the alien. What's more important to him is now I got an actual ice box that's working. But then they pick up the alien. Is there any tech I can use? Because tech is important.
Yeah, then they find a classic car. It's like, oh, let's go test this baby out.
That was
Blow
stupid.
it up.
And then they just blow it up.
But again, they're trying to show off how juvenile this version of the Brotherhood is, this faction of them. But you blew up a perfectly good car. I like how the car does the nuclear explosion, just like in the games, and
They're just
maybe it is a
kids with
reference
big
to the
toys.
games that you're never able to drive a fucking car. So the time you
yeah.
get a working car, they just blow it up. So it could be a little reference to that, but incredibly stupid what they do. And then this whole episode, the Brotherhood are fucking around with grenades, just being idiots. It's a little over the top.
I don't like how dumb
Yeah.
all of them are. And while it bothers me. Like, I get it. They're supposed to be fucking idiot mall cop dude bros.
Right.
But, like, we've gone
A little too far.
2 ticks
How
too
dare
far.
you?
'Cause
Paul Blart
Paul
saved
Blart.
them all.
Because this is, you take this serious. This is serious. You put a goofy, there's some comedy in here, and it's supposed to be. But
Not
I
like
kind of want to
that,
take
though.
it serious because everything looks so good. I mean, when you do a comedy like it, then it starts to look, even though everything's authentic, it's like it
for
feels
me
like
the comedy
SNL.
was like the comedy was like, oh, there's an alien here or whatever. It's like, oh, nice freezer box, but not the whole grenades. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
let's
dudes
just throw
playing
patty cake with the fucking grenade. It's like, no.
Meanwhile, we got Hank. What's Hank doing, Alex?
blowing up rats, and fucking idiot does not know where to put his face because he blows up a rat. He puts the little mind control thing on the rat. He puts the rat. Rat has a cute little terminal and a little office for him.
Yeah.
That was.
And then he puts his face right where the air holes are, and then it keeps raspberry jam keeps getting splattered in his face. It's like, put your face
Put your face somewhere
a
else.
little lower, just a little lower, because it can only go up. And he just keeps getting He wants to get blasted in the face.
It's getting a little hilarious, but they're trying to show a montage because why would you just take one rat at a time? Please stop taking one at a time. Take multiple at a time. Back
at
and
one
forth,
time
He has
back
to clean.
and
He has to
forth.
clean up. He's got to do all that stuff.
Yeah,
Did we already pass this plot line that I just don't give a shit about? Lucy's brother has thawed all the people.
Oh, that's
Earlier in the episode, so he's in the buds, and he's thawed all of them out, and they're kind of freaking out a little bit.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I thought that this vault contained manager material and overlords and business executives and high level. That was the intrigue for me in the last season. Motherfuckers open up and they're stupid.
Yeah, they're administrative assistants. Kind of like that's what Lucy's
Disappointing.
dad is, kind of like a low-level guy when we were introduced to him, way back in the day. And so they just kind of figure out a way. And
They immediately believe his lies that he is the product of 200. I'm like, look at this guy.
then he's like, I'm going to give you Band-Aids
merit badges.
as stickers. And it's like,
Merit badges but he knows how to speak their language and get them excited. So I like it. In the end, it kind of convinced me. Okay, however, I'm still disappointed at what it was. That these Muppets.
yeah, the story.
He's controlling Muppets. Not one of them, by the way, go, why do you have 33 on the back of your shirt when the rest of us don't have 30? Not a single one. Ask.
no. They were more.
guess.
They were more concerned. It was like, who took my rations? And then one's trying to slide up and falls down and breaks their neck.
Comedy again. So maybe the comedy is at a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10, and we need to dial it down to a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just give me that small adjustment. But
maybe
yeah.
maybe that storyline gets I imagine it's going to be
I don't like that
important
he
later.
killed Bud Atkins. Now, hopefully, it can maybe that robot can still be a thing. But
Fixable
it
or
looks like he
something?
He's
tore it
dead.
apart
Yeah.
and threw it in the trash, and he says he's dead.
Yeah, because they asked him.
He did try to kill him and
I
starve
agree,
him.
but it's just a
Barely.
cute little robot.
It's
Where he's
like,
like,
"Come here,
and he was
stab
funny.
me."
Oh man, I want a funny robot in the thing. Damn.
That kind of comedy, not the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah, I'll take that kind of comedy.
Yeah.
But going back to the Hank thing, because I have some questions here. He gets darker and darker as he does this. He goes to the Premium Elite Plus. Takes a human out of it. And I like this when he's fucking around with this asshole because he's like, why? Well, he's just evil on evil here because the guy's like, hey, I don't give a fuck about my family. I just bought one ticket because why? Oh, because it's expensive. Whatever. He wants to save his life. But that's why he probably picked him because he's like, you know, this man, Hank believes in family and he believes in his mission with the Vault Tech and doing all this fucked
It could
up
have
shit.
been a nun. It could have been. I think it could have been anyone in there. I think he'd kill anyone. I think he's just so
For sure.
purpose-driven right now that he's just like.
For sure, but that also
was
I
easy.
think
It was an
he
easy
doesn't
choice.
like. He
Yeah.
likes it when he does actually care about his family. So
Yeah.
he pops the dude's head off in trying to perfect this tech. But here's what has me confused, Alex. It appears like the tech already works.
So the tech
because
worked
the NCR guy brought the nuke.
Well,
That's not effective. He's saying the same line over and over. So is what he's saying is I'm trying to perfect it to the point where they're automatons and they can interact like normal.
Yeah, well, we established that they're looking for tech to be complete and total mind control. You don't get an opinion. You listen to what I say. And so even 200 years ago, the tech 200 years ago worked better than the nuke for the NCR. Because he was under complete control where he's like, kill your friends, remember? And then his head eventually exploded once he turned the thing too high. So Hank with
what
100
happened?
Hank with 190 years of research was able to get a guy to all he can do is walk forward and repeat the same line over and over again. Like that's
So you think that they're trying to recreate house tech?
no, they're trying to improve it to the point where they can have no difference of opinion. Like you just have to listen to everything that I say.
But how do you explain the regression? Because they had it already in a larger form. Does it have to do with miniaturization?
I
Because
don't-
they did show a big one,
you think
smaller one.
you think it regressed?
It definitely regressed. The heads are popping over and over. He's not able to get it working properly.
And
the most that he was able to
cranks
do-
it up, though, right? Because it's working fine, but then once he starts cranking up too much,
No, that's just him trying to get people to be his automaton.
yeah, we've never seen it work. We've seen a brain dead guy who can walk forward and repeat.
We have seen it work with House using it 200 years ago.
Yeah, for like 15 seconds, and then it completely stops working. So he's trying to figure out a
Okay,
stable
so you don't
way.
think it's regressed. You just think that it's never fully worked for longer than 15 seconds. And then also they're trying to add the miniaturization in there as well.
Yeah.
And then also
there's a lot.
it does work if you just give one command.
one command, and you can only be walk forward, repeat this line.
Or maybe it didn't work at all. He just threw the NCR soldier on there as a feint. Oh, we have to help our soldier who's on let's just say he's on I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was a mule or something. And he's just draped over it saying the same thing, carrying a cart, and the cart has the bomb, meaning Hank loaded the bomb or had somebody load the bomb for him. It wasn't the NCR doing everything as an automaton. Okay, so basically they're trying to perfect the technology to be better than it is right now. Meanwhile, Knight Maximus in his chapter of Brotherhood Steel, they do the Area 51 stuff. We already did that, but why are we doing all this?
New home.
What is he revealing?
Well, the big thing is he's got the cold fusion thing, and the cold fusion
That's
thing
right.
can recharge fuel cells.
So he calls over the other factions in the area. You got the Canyon faction, probably Arizona, maybe Texas, probably not Texas, but the Arizona area. And you got another guy,
The guy
the
from
character
Mortal
actor. I
Kombat
like this guy,
Annihilation.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He's gotten older, but that's the faction that the big guy who challenges Maximus later on comes from. Then you got another faction, the third faction, where a female's in charge. The other faction's like, "Shut up, woman," and she's like, "How about I carve a
You will fail.
to you, motherfucker?" I said the word on YouTube.
You have to bleep that out.
Immediately bleeped.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one thing you can't say on YouTube. Well, now you know the thing you can't
Now you
say
can put the
on
Mortal Kombat when he transforms.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
No, that's says it's him, right?
That was him.
Yeah, he's like,
What did he just
"Aw."
say?
I know, but like
Okay.
you can put that over when you
Oh,
say
I'll put
the
it
C
over.
word.
Yeah, I'll put it over.
It's like,
Don't even reference it. Even references to it we'll get it. Anyways, moving on. So initially they're like, nah, man, they're gonna kick our ass. The Commonwealth, they're big. Let's not fuck with them. And he says, well, how about this? I'll give you all these. And so now he has the ability to create these fusion cells because he has the cold fusion tech and everything. So they're like, okay, let's do it. Meanwhile, the dude challenges the dude, and Maximus and him get in a fight. They say, I can mash you or something. I'm going to smash you. And he's like, all right, whatever. And then he's like, well, let's fight. He's all right, let me get my armor. No armor. I'm like, that's not fair. What you doing for 5 times his size? And it turns out his father, because he said son, which made Maximus smile previously, because he wants a father figure. He wants a place to be, but he doesn't want to be told what to do because he has a problem with authority. But anyways, he's like, all right. And the guy's like, yeah, you're going to have to do this on your own, and let's see you do something. Let's see how strong you are.
Let's constantly cull our strongest warriors because it will definitely make our
That's it.
our
I
thing
thought it was
stronger.
so stupid because then once he kills the dude, I'm like, well, damn, y'all just lost one of your biggest guys for
With your
no
best
reason.
war, it's like I totally get them boxing or something, but he's like, I'm gonna pull out a knife. It's like, what are you doing?
So you
you
send
have to
me
kill each
your
other?
weakest warrior.
Send me your weakest warrior. Every fucking time.
whatever.
Send me your weakest warrior. So he kills him. Just then, the fucking bird flies in, and it's a Commonwealth representative. Hey, you motherfuckers are talking about Civil War? Where's my invite at? And, you know,
There's a spy that's sending out information.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So like
Probably his buddy.
Yeah, he reveals that, you know, hey, I know that you've got this doodad. I know that you're planning a civil war, and you shouldn't invite me. And then
Yeah.
Want the relic.
So I liked it a lot. I'm gonna go like a 8 or 9 here. What would you guys give this?
7
for me. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 8.
The silliness with like I guess
I can bring it down.
yeah.
yeah the she
It
just
brought it down.
doesn't learn anything, and it's like we've already done this. Can we
The
move
Lucy
on?
thing and the way they're just very childish.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood.
I think
It's still good. I enjoyed
between
it. but-
Lucy and the cowboy, that opening stuff is
Yeah,
good. The
yeah.
Brad stuff is
That-
so
yeah.
good. Even the Brotherhood stuff is good. It's just a little bit of silliness. That's why I brought it down 2 points for me. Next final, the Prolificate. Basically in this episode, well, first it starts with Robert House. No, it doesn't. It starts with Lucy going to the area and she gets captured. Well, that's how the last episode ends. She's like, I am nice. And then it smashes to black.
Yeah, here she's captured. She goes over there, and then she brings the ladies. Like, here, brought you back. They slice her throat.
Why did they slice her, Joe?
She lost her dude.
Yep.
Correct, Alex.
Where is your
And then, but the opening scene is Thaddeus. So he is doing the song, and he's doing child labor. So he's getting money by popping the caps off of these things. I guess he got so lucky. He ran it. This man has a lot of luck. You know, I didn't know he was a ghoul. Later on, he says, I'm a ghoul.
Yeah.
Because I thought, you know, I thought he was something else because it was like this mysterious thing, and I thought it was going to be tied to the lore, and you know, the guy that kind of grew into a tree in the lore wasn't necessarily a part of the virus that turns people into the ghouls, but I guess he's just a ghoul. I would have liked it if he was something wholly unique, but maybe as he deteriorates, he either realizes, oh, I'm not a ghoul, I'm something different, or his nose will fall off and he'll become a ghoul. Anyways, there are some ghoul kids in there, and he's putting them to work, and yeah. But then we go to the Lucy.
Yeah. Here is where we meet Macaulay Culkin and with his acting.
Yeah.
It's like, well, don't you mean Caesar? He's like, no.
Kaiser.
Kaiser. We need to determine who gets your prima nocta, and she's like, no, I banged my cousin.
The Braveheart thing.
Yeah.
Back in the medieval ages, the person in charge could have sex with your virgin wife because of laws or something. And she goes,
says she has a
how
rap-
dare you? I'm not even a virgin. I had sex with my cousin. And
I
they're
have
like,
a
all
rap
right,
sheet.
we don't want her no more. They're like, all right, well. But she's like, well, I could be helpful, you know, and they let loose that they're having a civil war because the previous Kaiser had a message on who would be the next person I
But
tried
they
to
can't-
read the message. It didn't say I am something. But anyways,
They can't get close
when
to
they
it.
go to it, the other side will shoot them because they're worried that their side isn't on the fucking
Yeah.
no. So that's convenient. But she's like, don't worry. I mediate and I do that. And then
They string her up.
they
Crucify her.
just fucking crucify her anyway. Not full crucifixion. This
No.
is the kind crucifixion where they don't nail her to the fucking cross. But meanwhile,
We go back to the ghoul. He's talking to dog meat.
Yeah, and it turns out.
I do like the dialogue. I will say the one line, being good is not a meaningful vector in history. I like that line.
Yeah.
Being good is not a meaningful vector in history. But I wish it was delivered in a slightly different way. Macaulay Culkin has a certain delivery. There you go. All right, what did you think?
Yeah, it turns out the goal was like totally fine. He just needed to pull this thing out of him, and then he was in like serious pain, but just like an afternoon, and he was like walking around with dog meat was totally good. And
He does have a great scene with dog meat. I love the line that he delivers. This is why I say the dialogue is good. When's a boat not a boat? And if you look that up, these southern sayings that this man has, it's like, if you repair a boat over and over with new wood and you're getting rid of the old wood, eventually at what point is it not even that previous boat that you had? And he's applying this metaphor to himself because he's now a ghoul and he's almost a completely different person, and it's like, am I the same man that I was all those years ago?
He's changed inside
He's
and
changed, yeah. And then she also, last episode, kind of stung him with I guess this is episode 2, poked him with hey, you're fucking mean, because he's like, water. And then she doesn't give it right away, grabs the water, and she's like, you rude motherfucker. When your family does find you, don't you want to be nice to them? And you can see in his eyes, he's like, oh, yeah, I guess I kind of would want to be nice to them. I want them to like me, if I manage to find my daughter. I think he's mad at his wife.
Kill his wife.
But
yeah, he says he's missing the conversation and stuff. Then we get a flashback of him at his house. He hears his wife crying. He goes inside the kitchen, and she's trying to pack the teddy bear, but it won't fit.
Yeah. And he gives her a dig there, too. He's like, yeah, well,
It's not like
we
we're
don't
gonna
have
need-
to
yeah.
go to the
like
vault.
we're
She's
not
like,
gonna
no,
need
we
it.
have to go to the vault. That's the decision I made. And then, all right, but we do get this event honoring his friend Charlie, who was a veteran, and he's a veteran, right? We get the Intel joke. Again, really good dialogue. He's like, my Intel says this and that. He's like, Intel? Because they're retired or whatever. She's like, well, blueprints and cell phone records. But Intel sounds better. He's like, you're right. Intel sounds... so I'm like, man, somebody clever here. Now, one that I didn't get, I mean, I can infer it from, you can infer things. But, Alex, what do you think he meant by this? A vet would know better than to talk politics with his dick in his hands.
You just
I think it's got double meaning, right? Obviously, there's the literal meaning. Don't be rude talking politics.
I just took it
while
as
we're
like, yeah, it's
whizzing.
like,
But I
yeah.
think it has double meaning because I think House was being vulnerable, or he's like probing Cooper for something, for some reason. So he's like, I don't know if he's meaning you're showing your cards. Well, you're vulnerable because you have dick in your hands. I'm looking for greater meaning in
Yeah.
this. There might not
I
be
just
it.
thought it's like you don't bring business to the table,
Yeah.
like kitchen table or like something like that. Like this is not the time or place.
Yeah, you lack the
Yeah.
the common sense that would be beaten into you, by being in the military. Where it's like you don't do shit like that. Like
Right. I think maybe the classes, like you're clearly you're not a veteran. You clearly don't know how to talk to somebody like me in order to get me on your side, kind of thing, right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
also don't talk to people at urinals. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And then Joe hates that. Joe hates that. I don't know how we got talking about that.
Because
Oh,
the game.
dispatch.
Dispatch. You
'cause,
were fist bumping
fist bump.
in the urinal. No.
No, I am annoyed when there's like,
Transit property,
when
we were
there's like
touching each
6
other's dicks.
urinals. If there's 6 urinals and they're all empty and I'm over here and somebody comes over, what the fuck are you doing,
And
man?
then
Go
fist
over
bump
there.
you? You
The fuck
did
is
a
wrong
fist
with
bump. I would have said
Fist bump
no.
or like touch your
No.
ear. Like, what's up, buddy? No.
No.
you? Right? In the comments
Yes.
right now. I need to know.
You need spaces.
Do you?
You
Is
need
that
space.
common etiquette?
Yes,
Do you walk
space.
right up to
No,
somebody, or do you
space.
give them space?
Space.
Well, it's just
always
fucking.
space.
I mean, look,
Fucking
it's
weird.
all
Common
use your.
courtesy.
Look, everyone's
Common
been
courtesy.
at the urinal wearing shorts and flip flops at least once, right? Sometimes there's splashback, man. You want to be next
Don't
to
do
somebody.
that. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And if you're the person that does that, now you're realizing, oh, people
Everybody
don't like that.
hates you.
Everyone-
It's
stop
fucking
it.
weird.
Don't do that. All right. Then he says, so the cowboy shows up, the ghoul, and he sees that she's captured. He's like, what happened to your golden rule? He's talking to Dog Meat. And he's like, fuck, like, I can't take on an entire legion, but, you know, maybe there's something I can do. He goes to see if the NCR is still around. He discovers that they are through cameo from the video game Victor from Fallout New Vegas, the robot. Awesome, straight out the video game, love it. Seeing it, you don't realize how big they are. They're big and bulky and shit.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing in live action. So we get that. He gets more information from that. They know each other, and then he knows that there's rangers hiding out in the hills, but there's very few left. And so he goes to them, collects more intel, essentially, and then, yeah.
And then they give him some med. He goes to meet them. They give him a little bit of meds. They're
They
like,
ask
hey,
for help.
They ask for help, but he realizes that there ain't no help coming. Like,
I love the ghoul and his cockiness. You know, he feels like he's in a position.
He did drop one though.
And I
He did
believe
pick
he's
it
in a
up.
position, but then when
did.
they're like, how about we just string your ass up? And he's, yeah, you could do that. And then you realize he is vulnerable. But flips on him again. I know where the rest of the NCR is. And you as a viewer are like, oh, shit, he does.
Yeah, it's like,
is he
oh,
going to
shit.
sell out people he doesn't know, but
And
has
that's
been
what-
friendly with in the past in order to save Lucy?
Yeah, and before that, we get that line. It's like, yeah, I saved somebody, but I didn't
It
save.
caught,
it
it had,
cost-
I
the
let
3
three
men I
people
shot,
die
yeah.
to get there. Yeah.
I'd like to think that he actually planted the little incendiary device before he walked down to get. So he was never. They're like, yeah, we can string you up. It's like, well,
If I fucked it up, he
Yeah,
could just be like,
you
oh,
go, yeah.
if that's going to happen, then this whole camp is going to go down with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's even better. You don't see it,
you don't see it.
but maybe if you rewind it, because he does look at the barrels.
The ghoul's been competent almost the entire time. and
He's the
so
best.
So I'd like to
So
see.
he's not looking at the barrels for the first time. He's looking at his explosive devices on the barrels.
Is that still in the
that
right
he already
position?
said. I can tell you where the last holdouts of the NC are at, and then
They trade.
but I like how they transition to we get a story. We go to the Charlie accepting his award, but he's telling a story about how good of a man Cooper was. But then once he gets off stage, he throws that double thing where 3 people had to die for me to save 1. So you're like, oh, shit, what's going to happen? And then we go back to where he is, and he's like, I just did something really stupid. Good, maybe good, but maybe stupid. Blows up the base.
Do you have the same, at least hints of the gripes that we have with the Brotherhood as we do with the Legion so far, where they're just a little too
cartoonish?
little too goofy,
Yes.
little too
Yes.
inept? Like I don't fear them at all. It's more like you ever
What
watch
kinda-
Mom and Dad Save the World?
yes.
It's too close to
Hey,
that.
hey. Borderlands live action movie failed. Let's stop sprinkling in Borderlands here. Random the NCR, the Legion, and then they're acting a little too goofy.
Yeah.
I like it more when the Legion is taking themselves seriously, and so are the Brotherhood.
But they're dumb because they don't
They're
know
dumb,
stuff. But
yeah.
I don't want to feel like they're incompetent.
dumb.
They feel like they're maybe a little
Tossing
incompetent.
grenades. Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
want
Again, we want to take that from 8 down to like a 6 out of 10. So, so he blows it up, and then that just starts the Civil War.
Yeah.
They start firing, and a genius, because that was a powder keg ready to happen, and I love it. The Ghoul is so awesome. And so Ghoul doing Ghoul things, your rating's going up. But one last scene,
With
we get
Maximus.
Xander. Go ahead.
Xander. Oh yeah.
Xander Maximus, yeah.
Yeah, they see these kids as they come on out, and he sees these abominations. He's like, all right, well, let's just separate you guys. Smooth Skins over here, and then the ghouls over here. And then he's like, Smooth Skins, close your eyes. He's like, holy shit. And then there it is, comes
There's
out.
a
Hey,
man
hey, hey.
that will lie to
He's
you
like, I'm
and
the
smile.
manager. Yeah.
Lie to you, smile, use a nice voice, and kill you. And Xander's been great, and fucking Maximus has been having a lot of fun. Hot dog, but he's like,
Yeah,
fuck.
because he's kind of convinced like
The
maybe I
Brotherhood are
should.
fucking racists and speciesists essentially against anything. They want to go back to the old way no matter what. And if you're a mutant, you're fucking dead.
Dead.
And that's how this guy feels. And so he has to. Actually, his friend comes out first,
he
who's
shows
a ghoul
up.
himself. He's like, "Hey, these are kids. You know, I don't have much weight, but can we not do this?" And he's like, "No, you're an abomination too, just like them." And he's about to kill him, but Maximus smashes his head with the rocket sledgehammer. Now, before that, Joe, there was a fun scene where they're fighting the robots. So call out to Claptrap, the voice actor for Claptrap. It might not be him, but damn, that sounds
Sound a
so
little bit
much
like
like him. And he's going back and forth between the automated mode and the thing, and the other mode.
They act like they're invulnerable. They do like the rain of fire leap and things, and it is goofy. And
goofy.
so
And some people think this looks hilarious, and they're putting it up like this is why the series sucks. And I'm like,
It does
weird,
not.
because I thought that's why this episode was faithful to the video games and was fun. But I guess people have different opinions, so whatever.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. It does look hokey, but it's the good kind of hokey that fits in the universe that I know
and like
and love.
Alex said, it's supposed to be filmed that way because they were just like being fun.
yeah, he's pretty much on a date. Like he's trying to show him like
He's
the
like,
best
you
possible
want you
time.
want to fight this guy
Get in
too?
on
He's like,
this.
oh yeah, and he runs in, and starts hitting him and punching.
Yeah,
But that fun time quickly gets serious, and we have this situation
child
which,
murder.
unfortunately, will start a civil war because he kills Xander, and he's like, I think I just started a civil war. What's
That's
going on
one
with
of
you?
the best soldiers, right? I think.
It's a representative. You don't kill the representative of the people who, they were already thinking you were going to start shit against
don't
them.
know.
And if you kill the messenger, then they're going to.
And now he's kind of
Maybe they can come up with something. There was one scene that kind of set this up, gave it further depth. He goes to his master, Quintus, or whatever his name is, and he's like, hey, based upon all the rhetoric you said, why don't we just kill him anyway? This is the righteous thing to do based upon what you've been saying. And he's like, shut up.
You're just a sword.
You're just a sword. I don't want to hear from a sword right now. So, he's just kind of realizing these people are full of crap. And he's like, but earlier you were calling me your son, and I thought maybe I had equal say. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Yeah. He's got Maximus has his use, but he also still is a fucking idiot. So, like, it's like, we don't want you to talk during strategy because you're dumb.
So I think Maximus is stuck out there now because he can't fly.
He
So
can't
we'll
fly,
see.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, you
You
want to
can
fly?
figure it out.
He's like, you want to fly?
He's like, it's
no,
easy.
I don't want to.
It's easy. Try it. I think he's gonna
Yeah.
fly, and he's gonna learn how to fly. Or maybe Thaddeus will teach him how to fly. Maybe the squire learned how to fly, and they'll put some kids in there. I don't know.
Maybe. Or if there's a radio or something on there he can call for.
But it might have started a war. I am intrigued. How is there gonna be? What?
That
Stop.
one did
It
stop.
just stopped. It just.
Yeah.
Just stop. Okay, well, the camera just stopped now. We're going to check on this camera. All right, the camera went off. Our formatting broke on it. I had to restart it. We should be good now. I don't remember where we're at. I think we're towards the end of episode 3.
Yeah, so we've killed Xander. And,
Oh, yeah.
And,
He had to
the
do the horrible
Legion.
thing, or he was about to do the horrible thing, and Maximus stops him, thus starting a civil war. And, so we'll deal with those consequences on the next episode. It's great setup for the next episode. Let's go ahead and go with a verdict on this one.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with an 8. This one was better for me. Again, I loved this fucking world. It just looks so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very faithful to the game.
Yeah. I could go 8, 9 again. Like episode 1, 2, and 3 are all really good. 8, 9 territory for me. I think I'll end on an 8 as well. And this is just going very well. So hopefully we continue to ramp up here. This is season 2. What?
Alex?
Oh, yeah, 8. 8's good. I like it better than 2. So, but I still think I don't think they're going to, but I think everything feels kind of goofy, and I want people to feel competent a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some different writers coming up. Though we've had different writers throughout each of these, so that's interesting. The first 2 were directed by the same person, and then episode 3 was Liz Friedlander, and so we have 5 episodes left, seeing kind of where this is going. And, yeah, let's keep up this momentum. Tell us what you're thinking. Are you enjoying the series so far? So far, do you like it better or worse than the first season? Where do you think it's going? And, yeah, let us know in the comments down below. And we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.